Hello, my name's Caitlin. I'm one of the Associate Directors at Pitlochry Festival Theatre, and today we are doing an activity inspired by the story, The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Do you know the story? It's about a girl called Sophie who receives an unexpected visit at tea time from a tiger. And we are going to do some baking, just in case a tiger comes round to tea for us. All the instructions for this activity are on our activity sheet, which you can find on our website, or there'll be a link attached to this video. And I recommend that you print that off now so you've got all the instructions handy. You can see it's coming very handy for me because as I was practicing, I've got it covered in ingredients. What are we going to bake? We're going to bake some tiger paw cookies, which are going to look like this. So, here's what you need. You'll need some butter. You can use dairy butter or non-dairy butter, it's up to you. Some brown sugar, some white sugar, some flour, some vanilla essence, some salt, some baking soda, and some chocolate buttons. And again, you can use dairy buttons or non-dairy buttons. It's up to you. So, let's get started. Right, I've already got 1 cup of butter in my bowl. I've washed my hands and I've got the oven heating up. The oven is heating up to 200 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So while that's getting hot, I'll get ready. So in my bowl, I've got the butter and then I'm going to add the sugar. So we've got half a cup. Half a cup of brown sugar. Half a cup of white sugar. And then we mix that all together until it's nice and fluffy. And if you've got one of those cake beaters, then that can be quite helpful here, especially if your butter isn't that soft. But I warn you, it makes a big mess, and that's actually how I managed to get a mess all over my kitchen earlier on when I was preparing. So we give that a really good mix until it's light and fluffy. So that'll do for now, but you can imagine that I've beaten that for a little bit longer and it's a bit whiter, a bit fluffier. Then we add the milk. So I'm using oat milk, but you can use whatever kind of milk you prefer. So we've got a 1/4 cup of milk in there and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. This is actually vanilla extract because that's what I've got. You can use either, whatever you've got. And that goes in there. Great. And we give that another really good mix. Oh no! Oh, I should have worn a apron or something. Oh, got really messy when I bake. I wonder, do you get messy? Are you quite neat? Okay, so be carefully, more careful than I did, give that a good beat till that's all mixed in together. And then we can add our flour. Then goes the flour. Now I did that without making too much of a mess. That was quite good. And then we need some salt. So this is just a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in there. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There we go. And then we mix that all together. I should try and be a bit more careful, I won't spill it. Okay, we give that a really good mix until it starts to come together into a dough. And then what you'll have is a dough that looks a bit like this. So our dough's ready, it's all come together. We're ready to put it onto a baking tray. So we've got a baking tray here with some greaseproof paper And you can either use a spoon to scoop, or if you've washed your hands really well like me, you can just use your fingers, which is a little bit easier. You want to take a good scoop, maybe roll it together, or you can make it nice and neat with a spoon. Pop it on the tray and just push it down with your fingers or with the back of the spoon, just so it's a bit flat. There you go. So then you make all your different cookies, put them out on the baking tray, and then you're going to pop that in the oven and cook for 8 to 10 minutes. So after 8 minutes, have a little look, see if they're nice and brown, they're ready for you yet. And if they're not, leave them in for a little bit longer. So if you ask an adult to help you to put them in the oven and then to take them out when they're ready, and then transfer them onto a cooling rack like this. Now these are still a little bit warm, which is quite good. So now you're ready to add the detail for your tiger paws. So I've got some chocolate buttons here. Again, these are dairy-free ones, but you can use whatever one. And what we do, while they're still a bit warm, you don't want them to be really hot because then you'll hurt your fingers, but they're a little bit warm, it's quite helpful. Pop one in the middle, then you break your chocolate button in half, and we put the claws in. So this is kind of like the middle of the paw, and then around here is our claws. And these are already a little bit too cool. You might want to get there when they're a bit warmer. And there you have it. That is a tiger paw cookie. If you don't want to use chocolate buttons, you could use nuts or raisins or anything you've got. Pop this on a plate and hope that the tiger rings the doorbell. And if he doesn't ring the doorbell, I'm going to put in a minute. That's it. Hope that was fun. Don't forget to print out the instructions so you've got all the right quantities and the right ingredients. And I hope you enjoyed the story and enjoy making the cookies. Okay, see you soon. Bye.